possessions, and they need to have poise on offense. They have 18 turnovers a game, which is almost the league worst. Tulsa is the only team that turns it over more. Mystics turn it over 18 times a game, and they need to rebound and run. They've gotten away from their bread and butter on offense, which is play good defense, turn that into offense, and finish on the other end. The Mystics hold the rebounding edge over San Antonio, 33-30.
All right, so those are your keys to tonight's ball game. 10 minutes on the clock as the Mystics in their home whites. And they will actually, little lineup change here. Chastity Melvin's getting the start tonight, which is something we were not aware of. So there's a little wrinkle in the offense. I mean, even the official starting lineups had Kia Sanford. So Chastity Melvin's going to start tonight and jump center. Not sure if Kia Sanford's a little wobbly. Maybe she's hurt, or maybe they're just trying to change things up. So the Mystics in their home whites, San Antonio in their road blacks, with the Silver Stars down the side.
Literally. But Chaz Melvin really gives a lot of poise and structure to the defensive mindset of this team inside. She's a savvy vet and gets it done on both ends.
We are all set to go here from Verizon. Glad that you're with us on this Thursday night on Comcast Sportsnet. Mystics 13-9, San Antonio 8-15. Snow and Melvin will jump center, and it's won by San Antonio. And we are off and running as Hammond will control the point guard spot for the Silver Stars, guarded by Lindsey Harding.
The Mystics in man-to-man. Monique Curry will draw Holtzclaw defensively.
Little double up top. There's Young on the jumper. Got the roll to go down. It's 2-0 in favor of San Antonio.
Well, Sophia Young is a dangerous offensive player when she's very aggressive. That helps out the San Antonio team. They have a lot of scoring weapons.
Off the handoff, Mo Curry's first touch. Having some issues with it, guarded by Young. WNBA All-Star. There's Lindsey Harding trying to get her game back on track. Langhorn jumper gets it going for the Mystics.
Well, that's what the Lang show is all about. I'm telling you, she has played so consistently well this season for Washington, Frank.
2-2 just underway. As Hammond can beat you inside and out. Always got to be wary of where she is. Snow, little step back jumper, got that roll to go down, and 2 for 2 out of the gate, San Antonio.
Well, Snow had great separation there on Melvin. Melvin was playing her tight. She had that little step back jumper, knocked it through.
Melvin down low, got position, and the layup is good.
Well, it's a good challenge by Melvin offensively. Got Snow under the basket where she couldn't challenge the shot.
Nobody's missed so far. 4 for 4 from the field.
Well, both teams are hungry for a victory. Both teams coming off of losses this week.
Hammond corner left, 10 to shoot for San Antonio. That's a tough shot from Young, and it's rebounded by Melvin. If they did start Melvin just to shake things up, maybe that's what it is, just to try to get the interior play, a little more presence down low. Although I think Sanford's played very well this year.
She has, and Sanford is like Mati Ajavan in terms of that spark of energy, so why not bring that off the bench as well?
Foul on the play on Mo Curry as Holtzclaw got her way there offensively. She's going to shoot 2. As the other night against Connecticut, Christie, Mystics were down by many as 16. They cut it to 2, but Curry gets her 5th foul.
Yes. About
6 minutes left in the 4th, and that was the difference. Connecticut goes on and gets a victory by 10.
That was the difference because Monique Curry had finally broken out of her shooting slump. Frank, she had 18 points in that Connecticut game, but prior to that, she was 10 for 36 from the floor. The main bulk of her offense was coming from the free throw line, where she was very effective. She's an 86% free throw shooter.
So I think the moral of the story is got to stay out of foul trouble. But she picks up an early one there as Holtzclaw makes both free throws. 6-4 San Antonio. Woman-to-woman defense, both teams. Smith turned it over. And San Antonio controls.
Well, that was a tough one for her to handle. Hammond was all over Smith.
Oh, crossed up Smith. Nice recovery. 13 to shoot. Hodges out of Young, doubled. Nice defense from Harding, almost lost it. 6 to shoot. Hodges spinning, wild turnaround jumper, and she got it to go.
Well, that's just a tough shot. Hodges, she's just so tough and strong. She can hit the 3 ball, but she can also nail the mid-range shot.
San Antonio up by 4. Looking for Smith off the double screen. Now Langhorn with the jumper. Curry offensive putback, score it.
Well, that time I think Holzclaw was asking for a push on Curry, but she is just so aware when that shot goes up as to where the ball is going to come off the rim.
First deuce for Mo. 8-6 San Antonio.
Great defense thus far by Washington.
On the roll, Snow finds Hodges. There's that three you're talking about. That goes in and out. Curry with the rebound.
She's clearly their designated three-point scorer, shooting 34% from behind the arc.
Langhorne out top. Two-woman game. Smith now back to Langhorne. Finds a seam. Lost it. Turned it over.
And she was trying to get by, but Hammond came and closed the door on the baseline.
Oh, Holtzclaw, tough move, scored to the foul on the bump. And Mo Curry's got 2 quick fouls.
Yep, and that's tough for Washington because she is the X factor for this team in terms of the energy that she brings to the table. But you see Holtzclaw uses her body very well, gets into the body of Curry when Curry was in the air, and that's always going to be a foul in the defense.
Yeah, nice move from Shamiqua Holtzclaw. First overall pick way back in 1999.
Yeah, 1999,
So
the first
ago.
overall pick, and then she was traded to LA in 04 for Delisha Milton-Jones and
That's right.
the 13th pick.
Knocks him in, 11-6. As Holtzclaw leads the way now with 5. 13 to shoot.
Marissa Coleman has really played well as of late as well for Washington, so she's in now, but you have a player that was 4 for 8 from behind the three-point line against Connecticut.
They got a foul on Coleman.
Oh.
Ref said he pushed, that Coleman pushed down Shamiqua Holtzclaw. It was a nice quick hands by Coleman to get the steal.
Yeah.
And they say that, yeah, maybe Coleman got it with the left, but that's one of those you just don't
her left
call.
hand, on the back. It didn't seem like it. It seemed like she was just moving her body through to go on the fast break.
Scott Twardowski with the call. Cameron Anyway, Angelica Suffren are the officials tonight. Skip pass, good hands from Harding, but it winds up in Holtzclaw's grip, and she scores. She's got 7 out of the gate for San Antonio.
Well, the smooth floater by Holtzclaw, some things never change. She's comfortable here in D.C.
Same rims, maybe. Maybe not. It's been a while. 10 to shoot for Lindsey Harding, trying to cross over. Young gets the step, can't finish, and it's alive, and San Antonio comes away with it. Got their biggest lead at 7 right now, 13-6. Watch out, Hammond. Wide open for 3. But she misses it. Langhorne with the rebound. They can push and have numbers if they want.
Well,
Front court, Harding. Kick out, Coleman. Extra pass. Melvin. Jumper. Short.
Well, that
Slow
was,
start.
Yeah, well, that was the shot that's in rhythm. When you pass up shots like that, then you have to regather yourself, and it makes a tougher move for you.
There's Young, double down, looking for help. 10 to shoot for San Antonio, and it's knocked out of bounds, turned over by the Silver Stars. Timeout on the court, slow start for the Mystics. They need this one, got to wake up. 4:39 left first quarter. San Antonio 13, the Mystics 6. You're watching Mystics basketball on Comcast. Your injury report brought to you by Sibley Memorial Hospital. And for the home team Mystics, Elena Beard out for the rest of the year with that ankle injury, and Jacinta Monroe still on the mend with that left hand. Still not sure when she's coming back, maybe a couple weeks away. But the Mystics right now, 9 healthy bodies as they go down low to Langhorne. Lost it, turned it over. That's the 4th turnover by the Mystics.
Well, that's tough to keep 9 on the roster when you have games so close together. Again, they're back-to-back at Indiana tomorrow, and then back here on Sunday.
That's what Hammond does so well. Dribble drive and offensive putback. Too easy for Sophia Young. It's a 9-point deficit for the Mystics.
Well, there's some miscues on the box outs for the Mystics.
Now Kia Sanford has checked in, and they got a whistle on Snow down low. Too much body on Sanford. Only the first foul by San Antonio. We played 6 minutes. Again, Monique Curry's on the bench. She got 2 early ones.
And that's tough because she really does create a lot of offense. Even though she had been struggling from the floor, she was getting to the line and scoring for the team.
5th turnover. Mystics just look out of sorts here early.
Yes. But they can fix it by controllable things like defense and rebounding.
Coleman has just picked up her second personal foul, and that's a third-team foul. So Julie Plank, head coach of the Miss, has got to figure out a way to manage these fouls in time here, because Coleman replaced Curry.
Yeah, you might have to bring Smith back in for Coleman now with the foul problems.
Young jumper is good. Largest lead of the evening at 11.
Well, they've got to put a stop to this run for San Antonio. They need to take the ball inside and attack the rim, because even if you miss that, you're going to create contact. You can get to the line and get some buckets. The Mystics need to score.
Coleman's going to jack a three. That's a big three to get him a little energy, a little life in this building. 17-9.
Well, that's the confident play that Marissa Coleman has been bringing to the table as of late. 4 for 8 from 3 against Connecticut the other day. Fantastic addition this season, her mental approach to the game.
Under 3 to play first quarter. Holdsclaw already was 7, trying to get 9 here. And that's short. Good box out by Coleman. Mystics will push.
Well, she was doing everything she could do, Marissa Coleman was, to hold Sophia Young off of the glass. Mystics need those boards.
Ajavon, who's just checked in. Deep deuce. That's hard off the iron. And it's controlled by San Antonio.
Well, it's just a tough break. The Mystics are getting one-and-done situations on offense.
Hammond two-woman game. Jumper from Young, short. And Ajavon controls it.
They really need to force the pace, force the tempo offensively, try to get some easy buckets early in their offensive sets.
There's Coleman, guarded by Holdsclaw. Under 10 to shoot.
Looking for a pick and roll situation now.
3 to shoot. The distance, nice move from Lindsay Harding for 2.
But once she sees daylight, it's over with. She is so quick and strong to the bucket and knows how to finish.
5-0 run for the Mystics. 17-11 San Antonio. Deep into the shot clock. Good defense by the Mystics, but a better pass from Becky Hammond, and Young is going to shoot 2.
Well, it just looked like Nakia Sanford missed that extra step towards the baseline to stop Sophia Young from turning the corner. You see she settled for the swat as opposed to moving her foot that extra step. You know, I always say if you could move your hand, you can move your foot. It's just what you're telling your mind to do. You got to cut off that baseline and ride her straight up, 2 hands.
A lot of subs coming in. Jane Apple, Helen Darling, and Crystal Kelly all in. Jane Apple, rookie out of Stanford. Tell me about Appel. What's her strengths coming out of school?
Well, you know, she had suffered some injuries at Stanford. Really an injury-mired senior season there, but was Pac-10 rookie of the year, her rookie season, but really had a stellar season, but has been invited to a lot of the USA basketball activities, but has not been able to participate because of the injuries to her ankle or back. But she looks great this season, I think. Physically, I think she's adjusted well to the physicality of the league.
17-11 San Antonio, missing those free throws, so Mystics can cut back into this lead, down by as many as 9. Langhorn, oh, nice move. Scoring, and the foul is Langhorn. That's a new weapon we've started to see late in this season. The right hand finish.
The right hand finish, that's her counter move, but it's like a train that's coming and you can't do anything about it. Langhorn, strong to the hole. You can't do anything about someone that's shooting 60% from the floor, second in the WNBA in effectiveness in terms of her scoring.
She's got 5 points. Helen Darling got hit with the block and foul. 8-0 run for the Mystics. 17-14. Darling looking for help, finds Young. Down low, Kelly, first touch for her. Now Darling trying to beat Harding off the dribble, switched out, 5 to shoot. Oh no, Hodges left wide open, in and out. Corralled by Coleman, who's stuck in there with those 2 fouls.
Well, the Mystics have done a much better job on the last 3 or 4 defensive possessions, and that's why they've been able to get back into this game.
C. Lang trying to go with the left, spinning, cut off. Nice ball fake. Coleman, jumper, ring it up.
Well, it just looks like she's in practice right now, just taking shots up, Very relaxed, very confident play by Marissa Coleman.
Coleman's got 5, 10-0 run by the Mystics, trailing by 1. Oh, good defense. Lindsey Harding gets on the floor.
Nice and loose on Sophia Young. Didn't allow that contact by the offensive player trying to post up inside.
Only about a half-second differential, so the Mystics can hold for 1. Julie Plank saying just that, hold for 1. Mystics going for their first lead of the evening as Harding draws a foul on Darling. That's her second. Had a foul to give, so it's sideline out for Washington as Lawson Wade will check in for Hodges.
They just need to execute here with 8 seconds remaining in this first quarter.
5 to play. Harding trying to beat Kelly. Did she get it off at the horn? Can't get it to go, and that is the end of the first quarter. Mystics close on a 10-0 run, and after 1 period of play, it's San Antonio 17, the Mystics 16. DC closed on a 10-0 run, and they needed it. They were lackluster in those first 4 or 5 minutes. They picked it up thanks in part to the bench play of Marissa Coleman, who hit with 5 points. Second quarter coming up, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield with Christy Winter-Scott. I'm Frank Hanrahan, and the Mystics 13-9. We talked about this in the onset. We'll continue throughout this broadcast. They've lost 2 in a row.
Yep.
They need to find a way to really start picking it up, because now is the time through the rest of the season to jockey for position for that playoff race.
Right, and Katie Smith has said we just need to come out with a little more urgency on the court, and a lot of teams have upped the ante because everyone's fighting to get into the playoffs, so every game is important. Not like they wouldn't be otherwise, but now because of the 2-game losing streak that the Mystics are currently on, they need to buckle down to the basics.
Katie Smith is back in there with Sanford, Angevon, Coleman, and Langhorne. 10 to shoot. Lawson Wade, quick hands, and picks the pocket of Angevon.
She is quick and low to the ground, just 5'5", 5'6", with quick hands.
Appel kicks it out top, Darling. Oh, got Langhorne in the air, and she shuffled her feet. Good call by the official.
Yep.
Just the 3rd turnover by San Antonio, going the other way.
Well, she was okay until she picked her pivot foot up and tried to take an extra step, did Darling.
So the Mystics, Katie Smith running the point guard spot. Lindsey Harding getting a breather.
And Lindsey plays about 34 minutes a game.
Angevon switched out. Sanford trying to take the smaller guard off the dribble, does, but misses the floater. 2-on-2 the other way comes San Antonio.
I think she was surprised to see Lawson Wade right there.
Holdsclaw, who led the way with 7 points in that first quarter. 10 to shoot for San Antonio.
Well, the Mystics are doing a good job communicating on defense.
Lawson Wade from way out there, no good. Sanford corrals that rebound, and the Mystics will push.
I think they want to get the ball reversed right away. The ball sticking to this left side a little too long for Coach Plank.
There's Coleman. Under 10 to shoot, Sanford. Angevon cuts through the defense, got hit by Appel, and she's going to shoot 2. That is her second.
Nice patience by Nakia Sanford. She wasn't baited into shooting that high post shot by the crowd. The crowd was saying shoot it, but she thought better of that shot. Got it to Mattia Angevon to attack the rim.
She used the crab dribble effectively
yes,
on that play.
Very much so.
Did not travel.
Nope.
Guarded it, protected it, got hit.
Yep. Angevon plays just under 15 minutes a game, but provides that energy, that punch of creativity offensively and defensively for the Mystics.
It's her first point off the bench for the Mystics. And speaking of, they're going to send in the rookie Ashley Houts as Langhorne comes out playing a little small ball. Are the Mystics. I think this is the first time we've seen this lineup all season.
Yeah, this is a very creative lineup, but they want to push the tempo. So you've got Harding, Curry, and Langhorne out of the starting lineup here. Of course, Curry with those 2 fouls early.
First lead of the evening for the home team, 18-17. Darling off the Holdsclaw. Looks in good shape this year. And there's going to be a battle for the loose ball, and it's won by the Mystics.
Well, Katie Smith did a tremendous job defending Holdsclaw on that play.
Coleman trying to take Riley one-on-one, who's just checked in. There's the three ball coming up. Coleman can't get it to go. And Holtzclaw corrals the rebound. Good look, just didn't go down.
That was a good look. Good ball movement.
Oh, Lawson Wade got the step. Darling, she can shoot that three, and she knocks it down.
Well, Darling can shoot that. She's shooting about 29% on the season, but has been a prolific scorer. She was at Penn State, had a great career up there. That's 7-year-old triplets out there hitting threes.
First points for San Antonio in over 5 minutes. Air ball from Sanford, and San Antonio will try to get their second bucket in a while. Oh, look for the back door. Turned over. Fifth turnover by San Antonio. Good woman-to-woman defense from Ajavon.
Yep, she was right there, disruptive on the ball. Caused a miscommunication on the offensive end for the Silver Stars.
Sanford will check out as Melvin, who got the start, checks back in. So it's Ajavon Smith, Melvin Coleman, and Houts. As Lawson Wade guarding Ajavon. Oh, nice crossover in the lane. Can't finish. That would have been a beauty.
Yeah.
Becky Hammond front court to Lawson Wade. 2-on-3. Holtzclaw, the power dribble. Hesitation. Look at Holtzclaw, but can't finish at that end. 3-on-3 the other way. Coleman was thinking too much. Turned it over.
Well, she was right in that area where you need to make a decision with the ball.
Hammond down low, and San Antonio turns it over for the 6th time.
Well, the Mystics, we talked about it at the top. One of our keys for Washington was to take care of the ball. 18 turnovers a game, that's not going to get it done. They have to take care of possession, stay poised offensively. Even when they have opportunities like that, you have to be poised and take your time, make good decisions with the ball.
3 to shoot, and they turn it over again. That is number 8. San Antonio already with 11 off 7, now trying to get more, and they turn it over. So both teams a little sloppy here to start this second quarter.
A little sloppy with the ball. I know both teams are anxious. Both teams are urgent with the ball, but they have to take their time and make plays.
San Antonio with 5 in this quarter. Mystics have 8 for the game. Silver Stars with 7. And Ashley Houts is going to run the point guard spot for the home team. Under 6 to play. Sandy Brondello, head coach of the Silver Stars from Australia. And it's a weird dynamic. Her husband's the assistant coach.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a great road trip. They have 2 young ones, a 2-year-old and a brand new baby.
Timeout on the court, 5:59 left, second quarter. San Antonio up by 2. You're watching Mystics basketball on Comcast Sports. Antonio on top of the Mystics. Becky Hammond leads the way for the Silver Stars, one of the top dishers in the WNBA.
Well, she knows how to connect the dots. She is 4th in the WNBA in assists with 5 a game. Lindsey Harding sits at 10 with just over 4 a game.
Just over 7 to shoot now for the Mystics out of that timeout. Ajavon recognizes the clock, goes hard to the rack, and gets hit. She'll shoot 2, but I like what I'm seeing out of Ajavon. Rather than waiting and holding and having to jack a deep 3, why not try to go to the rack and make something happen?
Take it to the hole. Take people off the bounce. Make them challenge you defensively. And they haven't been able to. The last couple of times they've attacked the rim, they've been fouled.
Yeah, Ruth Riley can't defend that. Fouls on Holtzclaw, actually. Her first, team's 3rd. Ajavon to the line to shoot a pair. Already made a couple of free throws here.
Shooting 69% on the season, but very vital part to the Washington Mystics this season with Elena Beard being out. The rotation on the perimeter for Washington has been very creative on the part of Julie Plank in terms of playing players more minutes.
Mystics going a little full court pressure. As Hammond, though, is one of the best ball handlers in this WNBA, guarded by the rookie Houts. She's probably going to try to take her off the dribble and gets the whistle on Houts for the reach, and that is her first and the first team foul in this quarter. As Hammond, it took her a while to find her way in this league. Came out a little slow-footed, but she figured out a way to use her balance and her her shooting and her passing ability to stick around and then become an all-star. Riley will crack a deep three. That's no good. And Houts with the rebound.
Well, Becky Hammond was a free agent. She was in New York, stuck on there, took her lumps, and really did well. And you can't say enough about her work ethic and desire to play this game that she loves.
Nice look from Ajavon. Ring it up. Three ball from Curry, left corner.
Well, Monique Curry is back on track offensively. Was 8 for 14 in the Connecticut game, 57%.
Mystics up by 3. Good look from Mattia Ajavon. Breaking down that defense. Riley thinking 3. Melvin's on her. 8 to shoot for San Antonio. Holds claw. Jumper. Got it to go. She's got 9.
Is it just me, or is it's just looking like it's so easy for Shamiqua Holtz Claw just to rise up and shoot it? She just handles the ball. She's just very smooth with her moves.
Hout's going to crack a 3, and that's no good. And it's tipped out, controlled by San Antonio. Last 9 minutes, Mystics outscoring San Antonio 17-5.
I think that's the first shot I've seen Houts miss. She shot about 200 shots earlier and didn't miss one.
There's Holtzclaw drawing the double. Skip out Lawson Wade. Nice entry down low to Young. 5 to shoot. She's doubled there. Good defense from Ajavon. Look at those quick hands. Turned over. Houts going to try to finish on the other end with Lawson Wade behind her, and she scores.
Well, credit that basket to Mattia Ajavon being a pesky defender on the ball. She was like a gnat, wouldn't let go of that ball, wanted it, was relentless, got the bucket for it.
25-22, dumped down to Riley for the 8-footer.
She's played 9 games this season. She's done well in her WNBA career as well. Out of Notre Dame, won the championship back in 2001.
Yep, Curry got hit by Holtzclaw. That is her second sideline out for the Mystics.
Well, they just have so many options when you have Ajavon and Curry on the floor together, because they are almost one and the same in terms of what they can bring. Curry, of course, can hit outside. Mattia Ajavon's shot hasn't been that consistent from the outside, only shooting just over 14% from behind the arc, but they create offensively, and they make things happen.
Curry, guarded by Holtzclaw. 5 to shoot. A tough move, can't get it to fall down, and Holtzclaw with the rebound. That's her 5th rebound, so she's got 9 points, 5 rebounds. Extended sitting time for Langhorne and Harding. We've got 3:16 left before the break. Time out on the court. Mystics up by 1. You're watching Mystics basketball on Comcast Sportsnet. Next Tuesday, Mystics are at Atlanta. Do not forget, you can watch the Mystics on ESPN2. Mystics visiting the Atlanta Dream. 7:30 tip from the ATL on ESPN2. So that should be a good one. First things first, Mystics San Antonio here. As Langhorne has checked back in. Hammond 13 to shoot, double down, baseline.
Nice defense by Houts. Close that baseline off, put her foot right there.
Melvin taps it away, 2-on-2 the other way. Ajavon step through, lay in. Can't get it to fall. Langhorne offensive putback, scoring.
Well, Crystal Langhorne averages 10 rebounds a game, and that's the reason why. She is relentless on the board. She's right there. She doesn't leave her shot thinking, oh, okay, it's going to go in. Even though she's a 60% shooter, she wants to make sure.
Oh, Hammond hesitation, short. Houts getting some good minutes in here. Front court, Curry, one-on-one with Hodges. Melvin, does she keep it alive? Yes, she does. And the Mystics will reset with 2.5 to play and up by 3.
All right, just look like the ball slipped out of Curry's hand at the last second there.
Swing it around, 5 to shoot. Curry got to recognize, off to Ajavon for the jumper. Got it.
Pretty shot by Mattia Ajavon. Great awareness by Curry to get the ball in the hands of Ajavon in a spot where she could knock it down easily.
She's got 6 off the bench. Mystics up by 5, largest of the evening.
Houts is playing phenomenally on Becky Hammond.
Good outside D, extra pass though, gets it down low to Young for the easy 2.
Well, on that baseline rotation, Curry needed to be in front. She was stuck behind, thus the bucket.
Mystics bench outscoring San Antonio 13-5. Ajavon, Coleman, Houts with some good minutes off the bench, and the Mystics do need that. Curry step through, got hit, and she's going to shoot 2.
Well, Curry did a great job of keeping her balance, coming off of that curl screen, coming with her left hand down into the lane. Strong and deliberate move.
That is the first on Young, but the team's 5th, so the Mystics shooting free throws the rest of the way. Mystics led by Langhorne, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 5 for Curry, 2 boards, 5 for Coleman off the bench, and Ajavon with 6.
Well, the Mystics shoot 76% from the free throw line, and that's kept them in a lot of games when they've had cold shooting, and they've had slow starts in the last 5 games, but they tend to come along because they can create offensively, get to the hole, and get to the line and finish.
Mystics now 7 of 7 from the free throw line, back up by 5, 31-26. And a 2-woman game with Snow, and now Young on a double high stack low is Snow trying to take Melvin off the dribble, can't get it to fall. Langhorne pulls it away, her 5th rebound, and off and running comes Ashley Houts.
Picture perfect defense by Chas Melvin, just contested that shot by Snow, high and strong.
Coming up on a minute to play. Oh, nice crossover, Ajavon, but lost it. Break out the other way. That's going to be an easy 2 for Hodges on the other end.
Yep.
Julie Plank wants a timeout. We'll keep it right here with 1:07 left. That's sometimes the danger when you try that power dribble step through. Quick hands can get it going the other way.
Right, and I'm sure the discussion in this timeout is going to have something to do with taking care of the ball, Frank. And the Mystics have 9 turnovers right now, and that's just too many. You've got to take care of the ball, and we've been saying it the entire night, but just have to do a better job. You can be aggressive, but you have to have poise as well.
Hey, Mystics fans, want to invite you to Ladies Night. Join the Washington Mystics for a fun Friday night out. Ladies Night, Friday, August 13th at 5 o'clock. Enjoy live music, raffle prizes, shopping, and much, much more for just $35. You can call Sarah Novak at 202-527-7517 to get your tickets today. And call your friends, get your girls together, join the Mystics. Fun Friday night out. Mystics annual Ladies Night, Friday, August 13th, before the Mystics take on the Minnesota Lynx. That's at 7 o'clock. Ladies Night begins at 5. Tickets $35. Enjoy live music, games, raffle prizes, shopping, and more. Ladies Night vendors include makeup artists, jewelry, apparel, shoes, and bags. So call Sarah Novak at 202-527-7517 to get your tickets today.
Let me plug that number into my phone. I will be calling Sarah Novak and all my friends. We're going to come take a look at some shoes and some bags.
Yeah, have fun.
Let's go.
Our Mystics having some fun here, up 3, 31-28, 1:07 left in this first half. As they are 13-9, at one point 12-5. We knew, as every team has, a little bit of a lull.
Right.
But they need to get some wins together here, because right now 3rd in the East.
3rd in the East, but
top 4 make it.
Right, and it's been since the All-Star break. The Mystics have lost 4 of their last 5 games, but Julie Plank knows that every game is critical. She said that to her team. Every possession is critical.
1 minute to play as Houts off to Smith with Melvin, Langhorne, and Curry. Down low, nice look, Katie. Inside, Melvin can't get to finish, but turned over.
That was just a nice look. Yeah, good opportunity to score right there. And the Mystics can get the ball back. Plenty of time to get it back.
Julie Plank just stole your words, and let's get it back.
I don't know who said it first.
I think you did.
did.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, 40 seconds to play, 15 to shoot for San Antonio. Hodges with that left hand off to Hammond, who's been relatively quiet, almost turned it over. 8 to shoot. Katie Smith can lock down. Nice defense. Oh, desperation 3, in and out. Okay. It's Melvin with the rebound.
Katie Smith is so versatile defensively. She can guard a post. She can guard a point guard. As long as you move your feet and have that desire in your heart, you can get it done on defense.
12 to shoot, basically game clock, shot clock identical. Mystics will hold for 1. There's Smith, picked up her dribble, turned it over with 3. 2 at the horn. Hodges, did she get it off? Yes, she did, but the shot doesn't matter. Does not fall. Mystics up by 3 at halftime. That was the 11th turnover Got to cut those down in the second half. All right, halftime coming up. A special look at the Washington Wizards' #1 pick in John Wall. We'll do that at halftime, plus your halftime highlights and statistics. Begin our score at the break. Mystics 31, San Antonio 28. You're watching Mystics basketball on Comcast.
The Mystics did a good job holding the Silver Stars to just 1 for 8 shooting.
Langhorn, nice move down low to get the Mystics going, and that is her 9th point of the evening.
And that's where you want to start off, scoring inside. And then once things get tight inside, then you get the outside going. You have the 3 balls falling for you out there as things loosen up.
Hammond yet to score off to Young, who scores. That's her 10th, puts her into double figures. And it's back to a 3-point lead for the Mystics.
Well, the Mystics have been doing a good job trying to get their pick and roll offense going.
Down low, Melvin knocked away. Got to be stronger on the paint.
Well, stronger on the paint, but it's much easier for post players to handle bounce passes inside.
True. That's a 12 turnover. See if San Antonio scored 13 off of the turnovers, but Hammond cannot make the Mystics pay. Here comes Harding, front court. Katie Smith will line up a deuce. Got it. That was smooth.
That was very smooth. In rhythm shot. Skip pass on the break. That's one of the toughest passes to guard in transition defense.
It's her first points of the evening. Back up by 5, 35-30.
Well, the Mystics got back into the game because of their defensive energy. They need to start the second half the same way.
Good defense from Melvin, but Snow with the jumper.
That was good defense. She rode her up, had her hand high, contesting that shot, but Snow, 6'5", finished strong.
Good entry, but Snow with the rejection. San Antonio 2-on-3 the other way. Holdsclaw behind the back. That doesn't get her anywhere. They'll have to reset. Backdoor cut. But Harding right in Hammond's face. Double team wide open underneath Young. She's got 12.
And we saw that in the first half, that rotation, the helper, you've got to drop down on that weak side, drop in front of that offensive player to cut off that pass.
35-34, San Antonio 4-0 run. Another turnover. Quick hands from Young, picks a pocket of Langhorn. Slow starts to the game, and now out of the halftime session as Holdsclaw gets her defender in the air and scores off the glass. She's into double figures with 11.
Well, that's a savvy move by Holdsclaw, getting Katie Smith in the air and then swooping through and knocking home the jump shot.
6-0 run for San Antonio. Block low right, Mystics. Melvin doubled. Little scoop through, got it to go.
And give credit where credit is due for Chastity Melvin. On the up and under move down inside, the Mystics have been productive when they get the ball on the block to the post players.
37-36. San Antonio 4 of 5 from the field to start this quarter. Hammond trying to make it 5 of 6. Does not, but gets hit by Harding, and she's going to shoot 2 as she literally drew that foul.
Right, and you have to give credit to Becky Hammond on that, because Lindsey Harding did a great job getting over top of the screen on Hammond, because if you go underneath, she's going to nail the shot. So she did a good job getting over the top, but when it came time to defend the shot, Harding got a little bit too much body into Hammond.
So Hammond still looking for her first points of the evening. Has only attempted a couple of shots. Makes the first free throw.
Well, she's the best free throw percentage shooter in the WNBA, 97%.
Wow.
Yep, 97. Tried to say it again.
Wow.
Sometimes they miss me. No, just joking.
I don't think I've ever heard that stat before, ever 97. In my life. 97% free throw shooter. Usually it's 90 if you're excellent.
Yeah,
Melvin,
fantastic.
right elbow off to Curry, 13 to shoot. Again, Snow showing her defensive prowess in those long arms. It's her third rejection. Hammond trying to take Katie Smith off the dribble, and they bail her out as they say Smith hit her going up.
Yes.
Smith saying, what did I do? And I agree with her. It's good defense, in my opinion.
Right, that's just tough because she was right on Hammond, but then Hammond just turned the corner, got her elbow into Smith's hip. And that little inch of a window that Hammond had, she took advantage of it, made the contact when Smith was in the air.
Well, I don't like that call.
It's a tough one.
First free throw is good from Hammond. Houts is going to check in for Melvin. They're going to go with that small ball lineup again, which was effective late in that second quarter.
It was effective defensively. They were scrambling a little bit better, had good rotation on that back line.
San Antonio already 12 points in this quarter. Haven't even played 4 minutes. Just scored 11 in the second. So better start for San Antonio. Mystics trailing now by 3. Curry got hit going up. And who are they going to get the foul on?
I think it's Snow.
It's on Michelle Snow. That's her second. Curry goes back to the line to shoot a pair. She's got 7 tonight for the Mystics.
Well, it's almost like Curry had a beeline for Snow to get her up in the air to get her to foul.
10-2 run San Antonio, so Curry going to try to stop it. She does. As Lawson Wade checks back in for the Silver Stars. Just an 8-15 record this year. The roster's pretty solid. They're just not getting wins, but nobody in the West besides Seattle is winning.
Well, Seattle has clinched for home court during the playoffs already. I mean, they've clinched the playoffs, but now they've clinched for home court in the West. So that's just a tremendous feat for them. Beat Phoenix the other night, coming from behind. It was really an exciting game to watch.
Backdoor cut, oh, beautifully done, but Hammond can't finish. Mystics can push the other way. Harding finding Curry, breaking out. Secondary break. Houts looking for some help here.
Houts doing a good job in terms of controlling the tempo.
Curry got a look. They're going to count it. Yes, they are. And a foul is on Holtzclaw. Mystics will shoot a free throw.
Must have been on the box out.
Let's take a look at Curry, and again, you're starting to see some of the jump shooters to the Mystics. Fluid, not thinking about it.
Definitely, a lot of confidence. Curry knocks that jumper in, but the foul, I think, occurred off the ball. Holtzclaw was holding on to Crystal Langhorne underneath.
So Langhorne will shoot 1. That's the 3rd personal foul on Shamiqua Holtzclaw. She's led the way with 11. 12 now for Young, but Langhorne now into double figures as well. She's got 10. Curry's got 11. There's Hammond looking for Snow underneath. Got hit going up. And she's going to shoot 2, and the whistle is on Curry, and that is her 3rd personal foul.
Wow, I just don't see how that was considered a shot. You know, the pass was coming in, but I don't know if she was in a shooting motion. She kind of flailed her arms up. She put the ball down and dribbled it. I don't think she was shooting that. They may have to discuss whether or not that was on the floor or whether she was in shooting motion, because it just looked like she was in the process of making a move, but I don't think she was in.
There you go.
Shot. Oh, okay.
Good.
Made my white and orange shirt.
So it is a good decision by the crew to give the ball to San Antonio sideline out. Curry's got 3 fouls with 5:24 left. She stays in there. Hammond, kick out. Kelly, who's just checked in. 7 to shoot, and Smith got hit with an elbow offensive foul. He's got a smart.
Yeah, she might be bleeding on that. That was not on purpose. She was just, clearing her space, but clearly just right. I mean, right in the she's got a really big knot on her forehead there. I don't think she's bleeding though, but just
it's like a welt.
Yes, like a cartoon bump, when it gets hit and it just springs out. That's, oh my dear goodness.
It's got like its own heartbeat.
Well, that's
sorry.
That's calling for ice is what it's doing.
Man, I have not seen that since a boxing match.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
So Smith will stay in there. Curry left corner. The Langhorne double down. Finds the open woman. The extra pass. Houts. 8 to shoot. Curry again. There it goes. She's looking good out there tonight.
She is looking good and in rhythm, just like she was in the Connecticut game. 8 for 14 in that contest. Today, 4 for 7.
7-0 run for the Mystics. 6 of them courtesy of Mo Curry. Mystics back up by 4. They try to work it down low. Snow doubled, got away with it, walk, and it's off of her knee. Turned over by San Antonio Mystics basketball. That's the 11th turnover. Timeout on the court. 4:34 left, third quarter. Mystics lead 44-40. Watching Mystics basketball on Comcast Sportsnet. Curry with 13 points to lead the way for the Mystics, up by 4, 44-40, 4:34 left here, third quarter. Hey, Mystics fans, do not forget about the March of Dimes Mama and Baby Bus Sunday, August 15th, starting at 3 o'clock. All the details at WashingtonMystics.com/community. Mystics have teamed up, Care First, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and March of Dimes for a diaper drive Sunday, August 15th. March of Dimes Mama and Baby Bus will be parked in front of Verizon Center on F Street and will be collecting diapers prior to and during the game. Fan that donates the most diapers is going to win a chance to have dinner with a Mystics player of their choice at Morton's Steakhouse on a agreed upon date. Visit WashingtonMystics.com/community for more details. Mystics with 14 to shoot. Hand off to Mo Curry. Langhorne, power move, got it swiped by Young, and off and running comes Becky Hammond in San Antonio.
Yep, they called that a good block. Langhorne was going up for the shot. Young got her hand right on the ball.
Got a whistle, 3-second violation. That is the 12th turnover by San Antonio, as Kelly was camping out in that lane.
Well, Crystal Kelly was recently signed for the remainder of the season. And the general manager, Dan Hughes, said that she's developed into a key energy player for Coach Brondello.
Right wing Harding. 10 to shoot. Smith's got to take Hammond one-on-one. Wins that battle, kick out. Hout's going to crack a three, short. One of these days it's going to go down. Not that one. Lawson Wade will push.
That was the correct shot to take out of that set, though, because the good skip pass was made when the defense had rotated on the opposite side of the court.
Monique Curry's just picked up her 4th personal foul, and quickly off the bench is Marissa Coleman. She'll check in. Team's 4th. Next one there in the penalty in San Antonio shooting. Coleman will check in with 5 points off the bench. Curry, though, goes out with 13 with 3:31 left, third quarter.
Well, it just makes it tough because of the aggressive style that Monique Curry plays with. You know, you don't want to leave her on the bench too long, but at the same time, you put her back in, you can't ask her to play halfway because that's not in her DNA.
Hammond's going to crack a three. That's in her DNA, and she knocks it down. And that's her first field goal. She's got 7. And it's now a 1-point lead. Silver Stars 2 of 9 behind the arc. Here's Harding stepping through, kick out.
The Mystics have done a good job. They shoot 32% from behind the arc as a team.
Smith will line it up short. And who wins a foot race? Coleman gets it, and the Mystics can reset.
Well, that's a hustle play. Marissa Coleman saw that there was a 50-50 ball. She wanted her 50.
Two-woman game. Harding, Smith. Shot clock at 10. A lot of standing around. Almost turned over. 3 to shoot. Got her feet set. Knocks it down. Katie Smith for 3.
Big shot by Katie Smith. How many times have we said that, Frank? She just makes shots when the Mystics need them the most.
She's got 5. Mystics 3 of 7 from beyond the arc. Hammond got away with a little hesitation. Dribble, 10 to shoot. Kelly, distance, got it for 3.
Crystal Kelly knocks down that 3 with ease. Got a good look at it.
47-46. Couple back-to-back 3 balls from San Antonio has them right in this thing. Coming up on 2 to play. Almost turned over, but Lawson Wade toe was on the line. Stays Mystics basketball. And we'll see if they're going to reset the shot clock or not. Likely going to have to find out where it was.
Yeah, they have to reset that.
Guessing around 10 seconds should be placed on the shot clock. Tia Javon's going to check in for the Mystics. She had some good minutes in that first half with 6, and she'll come in. 13 they put back on the clock. Ashley Houtz will check out. Ashley did not, actually 2 points for Ashley. Energy off the bench.
Yes, she just plays with a lot of poise, controls the tempo, does a good job defensively, just solid point guard.
Lindsey Harding off to Coleman. They look blocked down low right. Langhorne draws the double. Harding, jumper, got it.
Now the Mystics are in rhythm offensively, finding the open player and executing.
Harding's got 4. Mystics up by 3, but right back down to 1. It's Young, easy deuce, 14 for her.
Well, San Antonio has been effective when they reverse the ball. They've been scoring a lot on the opposite side.
90 seconds to play third quarter. Ajavon lost it going up, turned over. 14.
That's a tough one there. San Antonio has scored 15 points on those 14 turnovers.
Kelly's going to be shooting free throws as Langhorne bumps her down low. And the Mystics are in the penalty. So 2 coming up for Crystal Kelly, who just hit a big 3, now trying to make a couple free throws. Let's take a look at that reach in. But yeah, once the defender is behind the player and pokes in,
right,
we're going to whistle it every time.
Yeah, you got to be loose, not allow that contact as a defensive player. You want to be loose, not letting them find where you are. And Kelly, when she hit that 3, that was her first 3 of the season.
Kia Sanford will check in for Langhorne. Comes out. That was just her first personal. She checks out. 10 points, 7 rebounds. She's a double-double machine.
She really is. She's on 10 double-doubles this season, had 9 for the total double-doubles last year.
Kelly splits them. Tie ball game, 49 apiece. Oh, Harding picks up her dribble way out top. Coleman switched out. Kelly's on her on the roll. Sanford should have gone up with it. Now she's doubled, almost turned it over. We got a whistle and a foul on Hammond. Side out for the Mystics.
Yep. When you set that pick, you've got to roll quickly and make that contact. That time it just looked like there was some movement that was stifled by Nakia Sanford on the roll.
Appel will check in for San Antonio. Mystics going with Coleman, Sanford, Smith, Ajavon, and Harding. Holtzclaw on the ball with Lawson, Wade, Appel, Kelly, and Hammond. 10 to shoot for Washington. Harding trying to cross over Kelly. Jump out. Ajavon. 3 to shoot. Step back jumper. Got hit. Didn't get it to go down. They get Hammond with the reach. That's a second on her. Second in the last minute, so they're shooting the rest of the way. Are the Mystics? 43 seconds to go. As Ajavon, presence of mind to know the shot clock was going down, had to get it up.
Right.
And draws a foul on Becky Hammond.
And Coach Brondello is a little disgruntled. Not that she was disagreeing with that call, but that it happened with less than 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Ajavon misses the first. You're saying she's about a 70% free throw shooter, but her form, you would think she'd be a little higher than that. But
well, it's just about focus and concentration. When you step to the line, you just have to know that it's going in when you let it go.
Got the second.
Like
she's
that.
got 7 off the bench.
Mystics need to get a stop here to close out this quarter, to get that momentum going into that fourth quarter.
Lawson Wade with an unorthodox 3. Holtzclaw put back, no good, but she got hit, and they whistle Smith with the scrape.
Yep. You see, when the shot goes up and you look at the ball, you're just asking for trouble in terms of giving the other team more opportunities to score. And that time, no one had track of Shamiqua Holtzclaw. She came from the weak side there and grabbed the ball. And you just have to make body contact. And the Mystics have done a good job thus far on the boards, holding a 22-16 advantage, but that time didn't make that contact.
Holtzclaw makes the first. Curry's going to check back in. As a team, 9 of 12 from the charity stripe. Mystics 11 of 12. Katie Smith checks out with a couple fouls, 5 points for the veteran guard. But you think about all the greats in women's basketball.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
She's not mentioned as much as she probably should be, right?
Well, I don't think that that's fair if that's the case, because of the history that she has had. A 4-time Kodak All-American in college, 3-time national champ at Tennessee.
51-50. Mystics down by 1, about a 2-second differential. You can see the game clock, shot clock. Harding, kick out. Curry, couple dribbles, jumper. Got it.
Nice and smooth by Curry. That's why she came in. Smart move by Plank.
Under 5 seconds to play, Lawson Wade. Will she get it off? She does. At the horn is short, and that is the end of the third quarter. Monique Curry leading the way with 15 points as the Mystics head to the fourth, up by 1, 52-51. You're watching Mystics basketball on Comcast Sportsnet. You're connected and getting the latest information about your favorite WNBA players. Follow the Mystics on Twitter at Wash Mystics. Become a fan at Facebook.com/Washington Mystics. Monique Curry, fan of hers tonight, 15 points. Looking very fluid offensively. Crystal Langhorne, 10.7 rebounds. But what's most important is in 10 minutes, they need to walk out of here, Christy, with a W, get their 14th of the season.
Well, and the way that they're going to do that, Frank, is by buckling down on defense, not allowing second chance opportunities for San Antonio. Offensively, they need to execute that pick and roll set to perfection in this fourth quarter.
San Antonio will start with the basketball. Appel guarded by Sanford. Step through with the left hand. They get a whistle on Sanford, and she gets the Plinko roll, and she's going to shoot one.
Well, that's her patented running hook. She was very successful doing that move at Stanford for Tara Vanderveer. Had a tremendous collegiate career at Stanford, and you have to like the extra energy after she makes that shot.
Cannot convert the three-point play. Hustle play right there. Mystics get outworked, and it's another foul. And this one is on Sanford again. That's her third. And it's sideline out for San Antonio.
Well, you never like to get a foul, but when you pick up 2 in less than 10 seconds, that does something on your psyche.
Shot clock reset. Mystics down a point. And we have an offensive foul on Appel as clearing out Sanford down low.
Well, what you want to do as an offensive player is make contact on that defensive player. That time, Appel just a little too much.
Mystics basketball. Harding, Curry, Sanford, Langhorne, and Coleman are the 5 to start this fourth.
Nice off-ball movement by Washington, looking to get that double curl screen for Harding going.
Langhorne having issues, throws it away. Good defense by San Antonio and Holtzclaw. Lawson Wade running the secondary, trying to get it down low on the bounce pass, but a kickball violation. So it stays San Antonio ball.
I thought Lawson Wade may have traveled on that. It seemed like she picked up her pivot foot before she released the ball to pass.
Mystics playing some defense. Holtzclaw trying to take the second-year pro out of Maryland, Coleman one-on-one. Oh, that's a tough turnaround jumper. Mystics will take that good box out by Langhorne. She's got 8 rebounds.
Solid defense by Marissa Coleman on the veteran. Didn't let her turn the corner on that baseline. Contested with both hands, high and hard.
Coleman cut off, almost lost it. Who's got it? Mystics ball with 9 to shoot. San Antonio showing some quick hands though in this fourth quarter. Mystics 15 turnovers. San Antonio 14 steals.
That's big time.
Of those turnovers.
Well, that's defensive effort. And you can't always control the shots, but you can control your defensive effort and your rebounding effort.
With 2 to shoot. C-Lane for 2.
Big time shot for Crystal Langhorne. Bringing it home, carrying the team on her back, leading the team by example and verbally in huddles.
Hodges kick out. Holtzclaw, a little dip through, throws it up and got the roll. 13 for Holtzclaw.
Smooth move by Shamika Holtzclaw, created space, got the bump in the finish.
12 lead changes in this one. Curry feeling it, got it to go for 3.
Hey, why not? Why not take that shot? If you're in a rhythm and you have that confidence, pull it.
She's got 18 points.
6 of 9 shooting.
Lob down low, Appel got the space, but good recovery defense from Sanford. Push it as the Mystics front court.
That's what Washington needs to do. Test the defensive transition skills of San Antonio.
Two-woman game, Curry. Turned it over. Got a bounce pass it or just not try that one. Holtzclaw got away with a carry, and Harding tracks it down. She's got one speed, and that's fast. Front court, trying to make a move. Can't get it to go, but she got hit by Lawson Wade. As she dipped that shoulder, she's going to shoot two.
Well, Harding dipped that shoulder, but she also led with the ball and got into the body of Lawson Wade. And she's going to go to the line, but she had the ball in front of her and kind of used the ball to say, excuse me, please, I'm going to the basket now.
Those dive right. It's kind of like holding on to it like a running back.
Absolutely.
Drew the contact there, and she's going to shoot two. Harding with 4 points and 5 assists, make it 5 and 5. Mystics up by 3 here with 7:20 left in the ball game.
Lindsey Harding, third in minutes played in the WNBA, 34 minutes. And we were talking about how she played limited minutes in this first half. And, you know, with Elena Beard being out this season, that rotation, again, you know, you want to preserve your players and play them valuable minutes, but those minutes have to be productive. They can't be minutes that are fatigued minutes on the court. You have to be effective when you're out there.
Harding will shoot one more. 5-0 run for the Mystics. Playing defense.
Yep.
Smith's back in there, Langhorne. Harding, Curry, and Coleman. Lawson Wade crossing over Harding. Holtzclaw looking for a Pell, 10 to shoot.
Good defense. You can tell the energy on the part of the Mystics has picked up tremendously on the defensive end.
3 to shoot. Lawson Wade with the heave and got it to go.
Well, right there's a pick and roll situation. The heads didn't come up. Post players have to come up and contest that shot by the guard on the switch.
First 2 of the night for Lawson Wade off the bench. Mystics lead is just 2. Curry guarded by Hammond, 10 to shoot. Coleman going to take it hard to the cup. Score it.
How pretty was that by Marissa Coleman? Got right by Jana Pell. Knew she had an advantage with her quickness and speed.
Coleman's got 7 off the bench. And the Mystics with a 4-point lead. Timeout on the court. 6:23 left. Mystics up by 4. You're watching Mystics basketball on Comcast. Holtzclaw. Step back jumper is short. Nice tip out from Appel to keep it alive.
Well, Becky Hammond with the hustle play on the ground to get the possession.
Layup is good. Tie ball game.
Well, strong leadership by Becky Hammond, getting it done on defense. Knows how important this game is for her team.
61 apiece. 13 to shoot. Smith looking for Coleman, Curry rather. She gets hit by Lawson Wade. And that is her third, team second. And here's the timeout that we were talking about. 5:27 left, fourth quarter. Mystics and San Antonio all tied up at 61. We're back after this. You're watching Mystics basketball on Comcast Sportsnet. You know, Mystics, 5:27 left. Tuesday, looking ahead, Mystics are on national TV, taking on the Atlanta Dream. 7:30 tip Tuesday night on ESPN2. So mark that in your calendar, BlackBerry. Don't want to miss it, as it's going to be August the 3rd, already August.
Yep, already August.
Wow.
And Atlanta second, just one game behind Indiana in the East.
Ashley Houts taking Hammond off the dribble and scores.
Strong finish by Ashley Houts, the rookie out of Georgia. Played for Andy Landers down there. Had a tremendous 4-year career in the SEC.
It's a big bucket. Puts the Mystics up by 2. 5 to play. Hammond right back at you. Beats the rookie off the dribble and scores. She's come alive. She's got 11 now for the visiting Stars.
Well, you can tell she didn't like that much. Houts getting by her. Wanted to answer that.
Tied again. Curry has 18 points. Off to Coleman. Quick hands, that should be off Coleman's leg. Yes, it is. Turned over. That is the 18th turnover, Christy, by the Mystics.
And that's their average. 18 turnovers. And San Antonio has scored 18 points off of those turnovers.
San Antonio can reclaim the lead. This Hammond's just going to try to take Houts off the dribble.
Trying to isolate Appel down in the post with Langhorne.
Three from the corner from Hammond. She's heating up. She's got the last 7 points for San Antonio. 14 total, 66-63. 22nd timeout called by Julie Plank. Will keep it right here as Hammond, Chris, is starting to take over. San Antonio's up by 3.
She is starting to take over, and she's a leader for that team, has tremendous experience, played for the Russian national team. Just the leadership that she provides by the things that she does, like the hustle plays on the ground defensively that starts up possessions for them on the runouts. But then she can knock down deadly shots. She can make her way to the paint as well and finish. She's just a tough cover.
And you see her hitting this 3 ball that made Julie Plank ask for a timeout to regroup.
Right. Well, she's lethal offensively. When she decides to take over, it's tough for anyone to stop her. And you just have to have knowledge of where she is on the floor as a defensive team.
No, I don't want to put the pressure on the home team right now, but this is a big juncture here, Christy. 4:24 left.
Yes.
The Mystics don't get out of here with a victory. They fall to 13-10. They've lost now 3 in a row. Big pivotal couple minutes here for the Mystics.
Pivotal couple minutes, and they also head to Indiana tomorrow. So they need this win here at home.
Langhorne down low, trying to get her going. She's got 12 and 8. Smith, 3, can't get it to fall. Holdsclaw grabs the rebound.
They've got to pick up that defensive intensity. That's what got them into the game back in that second quarter when they had fallen behind early in the first.
15 and 10 for Holdsclaw. Appel, step through. Got it to go.
I think they wanted that double team to come down and pinch on Appel because she's very productive with that baby hook through the lane.
11-2 run at the right time for San Antonio. Curry got her shot blocked, and she's going to go to the line to shoot 2. That's the Mystics need to realize the situation. Are down by 5, under 4 to play.
If you talk about high percentage shots, the points in the lane, and you see Monique Curry going strong to the hole. That's what she loves to do, and that's what the Mystics need to do. They need to be in attack mode offensively and defensively for that matter, because now for San Antonio, Frank, they have 32 points in the paint. The Mystics just 20 points in the paint. So you see the effectiveness of attacking the rim, what that's brought for San Antonio. 32 big points.
Curry's going for 20 with this free throw and cut that lead with a 3. 68-65. Little full court pressure provided by Harding on Hammond. As they're staying with that smaller lineup, Smith, Harding, and Houts, and Langhorne and Curry.
And they're just going to match up here, and usually
you got a bump on Houts.
Oh, that was off the ball. That's a tough one. It just looked like Lawson Wade was taking a cut and kind of tripped over Houts. I don't think that was.
Oh, and look at this, because it's before it was inbounded.
Right.
A free throw for the Silver Stars, and they'll get the possession.
Well, I think Lawson Wade did a good job of selling that right there. That's just a tough one to take.
It's one of those rules that you forget even exists until it actually happens. And so Lawson Wade to the line to shoot 2. That's a big foul right there.
That is a big foul. And well, she's a 95% free throw shooter herself, but missed on that one.
And that is good for the Mystics, as they got no possession though after, so it's just 2 free throws. 1 of 2 for Lawson Wade. Mystics down by 4, 69-65.
Well, this is a big possession for Washington. They need to execute.
Langhorne doubled. Skip out. Harding gonna crack a 3. Can't get it to fall down. Curry keeps it alive to Langhorne, who scores.
Well, even though Monique Curry didn't score right there, she kept the possession alive for Washington, which enabled Langhorne to score on the putback.
69-67. Coming up on 3 to play.
Well, the fans have it right. It's about defense right here.
The chant of defense echoing through Verizon. 6 to shoot. Holdsclaw. Step back J. Short. And it will be out of bounds. Mystics basketball.
Well, Monique Curry did a good job of defending Holdsclaw on that shot. The step back is a tough one to cover, but Mo is right there on it.
Timeout on the court. You don't want to go anywhere. 2:59 to play. San Antonio up by 2. You're watching Mystics basketball on Comcast Sportsnet. Devin San Antonio on top of the Washington Mystics, led by Monique Curry, but Crystal Langhorne, steady as she goes, working on another double-double, Christy.
She is, and if she gets one more rebound, she has 14 points and 9 rebounds right now. She gets one more rebound. That's 11 double-doubles for Crystal Langhorne, averaging 17 points, 10 rebounds on the season. First in the WNBA in minutes, 35. Last 3 games, tremendously productive.
2:53 left. And she's been averaging 20 and 11. Curry got hit. And let's see if she's in the act of shooting. Side out, says the official. 69-67. Fouls on Sophia Young. And the Mystics will be shooting 2.
The Mystics are playing with a lot of tenacity.
Active shooting.
Oh, it was. I thought they said on the side initially.
I thought so,
okay.
too.
They did. Okay.
But 2 coming up for Curry, almost automatic from that line. She's got 21 points tonight.
Well, it's just really good to see her back on track. 6 for 9 from the floor. She's made both of her 3-point shots. 7 of 7 from the foul line.
And make it 8 of 8. And as a team, 17 of 18, Christy. That doesn't hurt your cause from the free throw line. Tied up, 69 apiece.
That means you need to continue to attack the rim. Shooting 94% from the line.
2-woman game. Hammond on the jump to Young. Good defense as the Mystics all over San Antonio. Lawson Wade gonna crack a 3. It's off. And Lindsey Harding tracks it down.
Mystics did a great job of covering Sophia Young on the slip. Tried to slip that screen. Mystics are right there on defense.
Mystics can take back the lead on this possession. Just over 2 to play.
That was a close one. Lawson Wade was right on that.
Curry, 5 to shoot. 3 to shoot. They don't realize it. And it's a 24-second shot clock violation. That is a costly turnover at the wrong time.
Yeah, and that's just take a peek up at the shot clock at 3. You got to shoot that. There's not enough time to pass that ball and ask someone else to create.
So San Antonio now, they can take back the lead with under 2 to play, 4th quarter.
A big play defensively for Washington here.
On the lob down. Oh, nice hands from Appel. The extra pass, deep deuce. Young in and out, but Holtzclaw gathers a rebound, and San Antonio can reset. They go right back down low to Holtzclaw. Curry's on her. Step through, layup, too easy, score it.
Well,
and San Antonio's back up by 2.
That's tough when Holtzclaw has position on you that deep into the paint. You've got to either have a double down on it or try to get off and stay loose, not let her touch it.
Mystics trying to work Langhorne down low. Turns, faces Appel, trying to go one-on-one. Cannot win the battle, no whistle. Julie Plank wants a foul, but not going to get that whistle. Gotta get a stop here. Coming up on a minute to play.
That was a body bump by Jane Appel. No foul called on Langhorne.
Hammond's going to work the clock here. Appel down the lane, and we got a blocking foul as Curry tried to get there to take the charge, but whistled for sliding under, and Appel's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, it was a good try by Monique Curry, but just a little bit too late on the rotation. You could see she was still moving under Appel when Appel was taking that shot up.
5th personal on Curry. That was a good call as Appel's going to go to the line. Big free throws for the rookie out of Stanford. And she gets the first one to fall. Both teams in the bonus the rest of the way.
Well, Jane Appel playing 12 minutes a game, averaging 4 points, just under 3 rebounds, shooting 73% from the line. But she has a tremendous upside in this league, just a rookie.
Makes them both. Julie Plank wants a timeout. We'll keep it right here with 57 seconds left. Mystics down by 4. Score here, get a stop score again. That's an easy theory on my part, but that's what they got to get here.
That's what they definitely need, but it's going to be about getting stops defensively. In the last couple of possessions, they have not been able to stop San Antonio. And offensively, just not being aware of the shot clock. You've got to take care of the ball. You need to score.
Timeout situation. Mystics have a 1:20-second timeout left. San Antonio's got a full and a 20-second. Both teams 0 fouls to give. So we take a look at your standings. And we talked about opening up. The Mystics, before the game, were in third place with that 13-9 record. But if they don't win tonight, they drop down into a tie with Connecticut for that fourth-place spot. And New York is hot on everybody's heels. And don't forget about Chicago. So there's still a lot of basketball left, but literally every game is so very important.
Very crucial. And next week, they're going to hit the road, all 3 games, Eastern Conference foes.
And we talked about Seattle earlier, already clinching not only a playoff berth, but home court throughout the playoffs. 21-2 record. Only team in the West over 500. Everybody else under 450, not even under 500.
Right. Well, there are 4 new coaches out west, and injuries to Parker and Lennox, and it's just tough in terms of continuity. But you have Brian Agler out there in Seattle, and they're returning a lot of their core players to the court this year. That makes a big difference for the Western Conference.
Yeah, I saw Seattle play the other night against Phoenix. They looked.
That was an awesome second half
They looked
Seattle.
awfully good.
Yes.
All right, here's the deal. Mystics down by 4. Shot clock's at 24 after the timeout. Curry to inbound to Harden with Curry, Smith, Langhorne, and Coleman. Got to get a score and a stop. Under a minute to play.
Well, you want execution here.
That's execution. Langhorne gets hammered. She's going to shoot 2. Fouls on Appel. But a good offensive set out of that timeout to get Langhorne to the free throw line.
It was a great offensive set because you took away the help side defense, pulled them up high, so the angle for the defense, all you can do is foul. Langhorne had the great steal inside, looking for the lob pass, which she received, and now she's going to the line.
Big free throws here for Langhorne. Gets the first to go down. She's got 15 and 9. Curry leads all scorers with 22. Holtzclaw, nice night for San Antonio. 17 and 11. Both free throws are good. That's huge. 2-point deficit for Washington.
So now it's up to the defensive prowess of the Washington Mystics team collectively, not just one player.
Mystics crowd chanting defense. They need a stop. Hammond step through. 8 to shoot for Sophia Young, guarded by Smith. Tough J. Got it!
Well, we've seen her do that time and time again in the playoffs. Hit a crucial jumper in the LA game. It's just ice water running through her veins on that shot. San Antonio needed a bucket, and there's Sophia Young to provide it.
And what are you going to do defensively? I mean, that's how you play it.
You're right.
It's a tough shot.
Yep, she's right there on it every step.
Mystics have used up all their timeouts. 27 seconds left here, trailing by 4. They'll get it at half court. Are you starting to think 3 here, or what do you do? Because if you score the 2, you got to start fouling.
Well, I think you need to go for a 2 and go for the sure thing. You have players inside like Crystal Langhorne that are very productive in terms of their percentage. Crystal Langhorne, 6 for 10 tonight, right at her average.
Let's take a look at Young's jumper there. Smith was all over her, but she just wills it in.
That's just a tough make, but if you want that ball to go in, if you're Sophia Young, you demand that ball to fall through. And she just had, like you said, a strong will to pull that shot.
75-71. Curry again to inbound. As Holtzclaw will guard her. Need a quick score. Need a quick score, and they got to start fouling. San Antonio, you don't want to foul Hammond.
Nope.
And although Hammond's not even in there for defensive purposes, Darling's in there. 4-point deficit, trying to get it down low to Langhorne, and they got a whistle and a hold down low, so back to the line to shoot 2 is Langhorne. That's good. San Antonio fouls, only take 5 seconds off the clock, get a chance to shoot 2.
Right, and Crystal Langhorne is 4 for 4 from the line tonight. 81% free throw percentage shooter on the season. Monique Curry, 8 for 8 from the line tonight. Mystics very effective, 20 of 21, 95%, Frank, from the free throw strike.
Now Hammond will check in with Lawson Wade, both very good free throw shooters, so you got to foul. Not them.
Right.
Somebody else.
Anyone else.
Yep. First one is good. Langhorne's got 17, trying to make it 18, and she does. San Antonio will now call a timeout. We'll stay right here. 22.6 seconds left. All right, Coach, so you got to foul right away. You got to go full court pressure. You do not want Hammond or Lawson Wade to get the ball.
Right.
Now, if they do get the ball, how long do you wait until you actually have to foul them?
Well, you don't want to waste a lot of time. You want to initially go for the steal, and then if you don't get that steal, you've got to make that foul right away. It's got to be going for the ball.
All right, Mystics fans, we want to see you out here all summer long. Visit WashingtonMystics.com or call 1-877-DC Hoop 1 today for Mystics ticket information. Here's what's coming up at home here at Verizon Center. Mystics in Tulsa, that's this Sunday, August 1st at 4 o'clock. Then on Tuesday the 10th at 7, Mystics and Connecticut. Friday the 13th at 7, it's Mystics hosting Minnesota. And then the 15th, we talk about Seattle. Come on out and see Sue Bird, Lauren Jackson, best team in the league. That is August 15th at 4 o'clock as the Mystics hosting the Seattle Storm. For more information, WashingtonMystics.com, 1-877-DC Hoop 1.
Well, that's a tough stretch ahead, and that just makes all those home games just so much more important. We know how tough it is to play on the road, Frank, so you're right here in the comfort of your own home. 22.5 seconds remaining. You've got to buckle down and just want it more at this point.
So they got to play full court pressure defense here at half court. San Antonio will move it to half court. And Smith, Curry, Langhorne, Coleman's in there with Harding. So they've got to foul right away if they can't get the steal. And they preferably don't want Hammond or Lawson Wade, 90% plus free throw shooters, getting the basketball.
Right.
Appel to throw it in, and they get it to Lawson Wade, and Coleman can't get her, and she finally does. Only a couple seconds go off. Lawson Wade did miss a free throw earlier.
She did. And maybe that's sitting heavy on her mind at this particular time with 20 seconds remaining in the contest.
Again, the Mystics are out of timeouts. So they got to get it and go and have a plan, have an understanding of what they got to do, depending on these free throws from Lawson Wade.
Well, with knowing that, I'm sure Coach Plank developed play after play, you know, because there's no timeout. Well, if this happens, let's do this. You know, that's what you do when you don't have any timeouts left, so they should be fine.
Do you still go for two rather, not the three at this point?
Yeah, I still think you have plenty of time. Try to get something quickly into the basket.
All depends on this one, and she makes both. 4-point deficit. Mystics got to go the distance here, out of timeouts. Harding will push. Looking for the high screen. There's a three. Smith will line it up. That's way short. Harding got the offensive putback, score it, 9.6. And San Antonio wants a timeout. That's their last timeout.
But see, I think that was more of a substitution timeout there, getting Hammond and Appel back into the game.
It's a 20-second timeout. They can advance it again to midcourt.
Both teams have no timeouts.
Yep, both teams have no timeouts. Wow. We'll see if the Mystics can prevent Lawson, Wade, or Hammond from getting it. Because percentage-wise, if they get it,
yeah, that's tough.
Shamiqua Holtzclaw leading the way with 17 points and 11 rebounds tonight for the visiting Silver Stars. As we touched on it throughout the broadcast, former #1 pick way back in 1999. 5 years here in D.C. Had stints in L.A., Atlanta, and now here with San Antonio.
Yep, she had retired in 07 after playing 5 games out in L.A. and then landed in Atlanta.
The last 3 games she's picked up her play, averaging 15 and 6 for the season, 13 and 5. All right, Mystics will play defense here. They got to get a steal or a foul right away. Time is of the essence, 9.6. Ajimon is in there to cover the ball, and they get it into Hammond with really relative ease with 7.7 seconds left. She's a 97% free throw shooter.
Yeah, that's tough.
She goes to the line to shoot 2 here.
You've got to go ahead and anticipate and just go for it, because even if you miss on the steal, you have your teammates there that are going to rotate and help you.
So Hammond to the line to shoot 2. 4 of 4 from the free throw line tonight. Make it 5 of 5. And with 7.7, you got to come down and you almost got to set up a baseball pass type thing here, because it's going to take 4 or 5 seconds to get it up.
Yep, and now you're talking 3.
Got both of them. It's a 4-point deficit. Harding with 5. You got to shoot it.
Stop and pop.
Got it taken out of her back pocket, and that's the ball game. 79-75.